Yo, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Thoughtless, and we're going to be looking at a very interesting weapon today. In fact, so interesting that this weapon has two elements. Literally two elements. That weapon is no other than the conditional finality. You get this weapon by doing the raid, and you literally just have to grind the raid. It's literally just a RNG, chop a drop. You just play the raid, and once you beat the final boss, um, of the raid, you have a chance of getting this shotgun. Its conditional finale is an aggressive frame, so of course that's why it doesn't have that much range. It's only 30 range, which is not too bad, but it's very special. It's very special exotic shotgun. So the conditional finality has two elements. Obviously, you can't see it here because it says stasis. It starts off as stasis when you get into the match, but once you shoot your first bullet, it'll turn into a solar shotgun. So it'll just switch between the two. So it fires stasis and solar pellets very quickly. So it'll start off as stasis, you shoot your first pellets, then it'll turn into solar. You shoot that and then it'll turn back to stasis. And it'll just keep going back and forth. Stasis and solar, stasis and solar. And even more so, they do have like an effect, so to speak. Like it has like a type of an ability when it's in stasis mode or when it's in solar mode. So when it's in stasis mode, if you land nearly all your stasis, no, you don't have to land exactly all of them, but if you land almost all of them, so I'm pretty sure it's like 90%, so you can probably miss two pellets, but if you miss two pellets, the other ones still need a hit. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So you can miss one pellet or two pellets maximum, and if you do, the stasis pellets will freeze the targets. And of course, if you guys already know how stasis work, when you target is in stasis, if you melee them, they explode in the explosion of the stasis itself, where it damage enemies around them. And yeah, it does a lot of damage, which is pretty nice. And obviously, stasis is time when you freeze a target, and, it'll knock them out of their super. So if there's like a super that gets popped, and you shoot them with the shotgun and you freeze them, and that it'll freeze them out of their super, along with killing them, of course. And then when it's in solar, if you nearly land all your solar pellets, and it applies the same thing, if you miss one or two maximum, it'll still the ability will still apply. But if you nearly land all your solar pellets, it will ignite the target. So you guys already know how ignition works. They just, once they get the ignition buff all the way, they get the, what's it called? The solar stacks. I forgot what it was called, but once you get the stacks all the way to maximum, they'll ignite and explode, and it'll do an insane amount of damage, which is also a one-shot kill against supers. Because against a super, you just shoot them with the shotgun. The shotgun itself already does a good amount of damage, and then the ignition itself will finish off the job because they will already be so badly hurt. And the ignition does an insane amount of damage, of course. And this ignition, you can pair these the stasis and ignitions with your subclass. So if you're using like the stasis subclass, and you're using that one fragment that increases your stasis shatter radius, it would apply to this as well, because it's still part of stasis. Or any other stasis fragments that can apply to this type of stasis will work as well with the ignition. So if you're using that one fragment that says your ignition explosions have a bigger radius, or your ignition and explosions add scourge to nearby targets, it will apply to this type of ignition. So when you get a shotgun kill and the player ignites, any nearby target will get scourged, and you can probably keep the ignition play going if you have like your grenades or something, or if you're using warlocks. Warlocks are one of the easiest guardians to apply ignition or scourge stacks to make an ignition happen. So yeah, but other than that, very fun shotgun. Definitely can shut down just about any super in the game. I end up shutting down at some point. It's not going to be in the gameplay, but I think there was a gameplay where I end up at one point shutting down like a Well of Radiance with this shotgun. I just go into the Well of Radiance, shoot my first target. He gets stasis, and when he shatters, he literally kills everybody inside the Well of Radiance. It was so satisfying. It was really nice. I didn't really get a cool ignition one. I had an opportunity at one point of getting like a bubble kill where there was so many people in a bubble, and I had the solar element of the shotgun, and I was trying to jump in or like rush into bubble, get a shotgun kill, or at least a shotgun blast, land most of my pellets and get an ignition and just kill everybody in bubble. But unfortunately it didn't work. I ended up getting shut down, which is all right, sadly. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty fun, pretty cool. I definitely recommend using it. It's a fun gun. It's definitely not too bad. I mean, I don't think it's the best shotgun, but it's definitely a good shotgun. It gets the job done. it has a very good exotic trait to it, you know, with the stasis and solar elements, and the fact that you can freeze targets and then or ignite targets, and the fact that it can work as a super shutdown super, you know. So pretty nice. We're gonna be pairing that with the Exalted Truths Adept. I do have the Adept range, so you got your 70 range and 63 stability. Pretty nice hand cannon. If you definitely don't have it, then maybe at some point it'll pop up in trials, and hopefully you guys can get it yourself because it's really good. Then you got the Terminus Horizon here. I don't really use heavies to begin with in the game, but you know, whenever I do get the opportunity to use heavies, then I use them. Moving on from that, my fragments, my freaking mods of choice for my armor pieces. So nothing too special, pretty much same old, to be quite honest with you. And I am gonna be using my Void 3.0, and the fragment with those are as follows. As you can see, those are the fragments that I'm using. You know, aspects, if you guys want to see that. And of course, in the near future, I will start using Strand subclass, just because I finally got all the fragments for all 3 of my Guardians on Strand subclass. So finally, I can start using it, making my Strand builds, and yeah, etc. But with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys enjoy any of my content, then subscribe to my channel. Help me grow, support me in any way that you can. Of course, no hard feelings if you do not want to. I do understand, but without any further ado, let's get straight into the Crucible, and let's try to have some fun. Let's go. Good counter. Bleh.
I can think of no better example than you. Zone A captured. Opponent claims Zone C. Zone A lost. Zone C captured. That shut them down. Good counter. Now hit them again. That's two.
Bleh.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. Together, nothing can stop you. The lead is yours. Dark Age, you would have been one of us, the Iron Lords.
No, my shotgun didn't shoot.
Zone B lost. Like a line of thralls.
I need more special ammo, man.
Light versus light. 5 minutes remain. Zone B captured. 2 zones are yours.
No special ammo? We're gonna get the heavy or nah?
Warlocks. The Iron Lords had those. We called them smart people.
Damn it. We got more special ammo, by the way.
3 minutes remain. Keep the pressure and you have it.
Oh!
Victory is yours for the taking.
Special ammo right here?
Zone B captured. 2 zones are yours. A powerful stage. 2 down. Well fought.
Sheesh. Sheesh.
You could have done
Dude, this
better.
shotgun feels pretty nice. Not too bad. It's just freaking hard to find special ammo. Sometimes they just don't drop it. Probably because everybody's just using nothing but special weapons. They don't even use their primaries, so they like waste their special ammos like in the first 2 seconds of the match or of them spawning.
Captured. You have the advantage. Press on. The hunt is on. All of you together, like Iron Lords. The hunt has ended. Zone C captured. Opponent claimed Zone A. Captured Zone B. 2 zones are yours. Vicious. That's 2. Nothing can stop you. You've got nothing left to
Damn.
prove. Five minutes left. Sound tactics so far.
No.
Together, nothing can stop you. A powerful stance. bows in no fear. 3 minutes remain. Keep the pressure and you have them. Victory is yours for the taking. Seize it. Another hunt will come soon. You've got nothing left to prove. Opponent claims Zone B. Zone A captured. Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours. Your courage
What was he trying to do?
is